From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. U.S. President Donald Trump openly mused today about seizing Iran's Karg Island oil terminal in the Persian Gulf. He did so during an interview with the Financial Times. New NDP leader Avi Lewis begins his new job with two major tasks ahead. He'll work to rebuild and get the federal party ready for an election. He'll also manage opposition from Alberta and Saskatchewan New Democrats.
Despite his strong mandate from party members, the leaders of those provincial parties distanced themselves from Lewis over his opposition to new pipelines and liquefied natural gas terminals. In addition to dealing with provincial tensions, Lewis is now responsible for trying to lead the NDP out of the political wilderness. Naira Ahmed, The Canadian Press.
A Toronto doctor's proposal to keep politicians honest in an age of misinformation has been dismissed by a federal Liberal cabinet minister who says there are already ways to fight falsehoods. Federico Sanchez initiated an electronic petition to the House of Commons to propose legislation that would help correct the record when MPs stray from the truth intentionally or simply because they are ill-informed. He fears Canada could follow the path of the U.S., where he sees an erosion of public trust. Government House Leader Stephen McKinnon says there are already ways for constituents to raise concerns and can ultimately hold government to account through elections. Canadian banks and pension funds have provided tens of billions of dollars in financing and investments to major contractors for the controversial U.S. law enforcement agency known as ICE. That's according to an analysis of financial data by the environmental advocacy group Stand.Earth. Its financial director, Richard Brooks, says the findings are troubling, given the dodgy human rights record that ICE earned through its enforcement of Trump's mass deportation agenda.
The problem is so pervasive across the financial system in Canada. You have all the major banks who are involved. You have all of the Maple 8 pension funds who are involved as well.
Rush frontman Geddy Lee says the band's late drummer would be very pleased with their comeback performance at last night's Juno Awards in Hamilton. The legendary Toronto rock band opened the ceremony with their first performance at an award show since 1978. Fans were also introduced to their new drummer, Annika Nils, filling the hole left by the death of Neil Peart in 2020. Backstage, Lee said Peart is irreplaceable, but he says this incarnation of the band is another tribute to him.
Music lives beyond tragedy, beyond anything that can happen in your life.
Also at the Junos, Prime Minister Mark Carney awarded folk icon Joni Mitchell with a Lifetime Achievement Award. And rap legend Drake ushered Nelly Furtado into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame with a video message. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Raptors made some NBA history last night, creating the largest unanswered scoring run by a team in the 30 seasons the NBA has tracked play-by-play data. The Raptors whipped the visiting Orlando Magic 139-87. They reeled off a 31-0 run. They held the visitors scoreless for nearly 8 minutes. NHL action on Sunday saw the Montreal Canadiens win their fifth straight to beat the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1. The Toronto Blue Jays belted 3 home runs to down the Athletics 5-2. And swept their 3-game series at Rogers Centre. The Blue Jays extend their homestand with a 3-game series against the Colorado Rockies beginning tonight. And Team Canada skip Matt Dunstone is hoping to bounce back at the World Men's Curling Championship in Utah. Dunstone's Brier champs from Manitoba lost to the U.S. Sunday to fall to 2-2 in the round-robin portion. Canada plays Poland this morning. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.